All right. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways, pushing His word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom. This is the brother IR1 from a James Jamaica camp, coming with another quick lesson. And you know, today was didn't really have anything planned, right? But today was like a very rough day, so to speak. Left out the house before 8, and came in roughly about the same time. So that's pretty much 12 hours on the road, at the plantation, and you know didn't stop working until about 7:30, 7:20, around there. You know, despite being at work early, right? Now, when I got in, I was, a bit beat. I came in, um, didn't even change, for about the first hour. Just sitting there, on my phone, just taking my time to relax a bit, and I realized that, I was tired. And even though I was tired, like all I was thinking about was, doing a lesson, right? And there's a next part of me that's saying, look, you're tired. You're tired. You should get some rest. And the thing about it is, I didn't have a lesson planned. And then the next thought was like how, seeing that you're tired, and you don't have a lesson planned. If you try to force a lesson, then it's not going to be edifying, and then it's going to be quantity over quality. you know and as I said that, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit on the floor for a bit, then I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm just gonna, hit the sack. And as I was sitting down, as I was getting down to the floor, you know this voice just or I'll say it more like a thought, came to my mind that, look, this is a very dangerous thing you're about to do. The feeling of slowly getting in on the ground, and pretty much giving myself over to the tiredness and the sleep. you know that thought came into my mind that, look, this is a very dangerous thing, and if you give into this feeling, you know just imagine giving into this feeling for the rest of the week, or over a long period of time. Imagine what that would be like. And I said, look, I can't with that thought coming in my mind, I'm like, you know what, I can't give in to this. And instantly I got up. And when I got up off the floor, I was so re-energized. Like, the level of tiredness that I was feeling before was not there. And I started, I was saying that, look, you know what, even though, I don't have a lesson planned, I'm just gonna do an impromptu, because when I go on the when we go to preach on Saturdays, it's not like we plan what we're gonna say. So I'm just gonna do an impromptu, bring out a few scriptures, and if it's a case that I watch back the video and realize that it's not edifying, then fine, I won't put it up. But at least, make an attempt, and that's what I did. And instantly, as I said that, then a previous lesson that I had planned, like about 2 weeks now, came back to my mind instantly. And to be honest, I think that I'm gonna do both of them tonight. After this one, I think I'm gonna do that one. And I just find it so funny how it just I feel like in an instant that feeling of slumber, or tiredness, just left with one decision of, hey, this is a very dangerous thing. It felt Right? It felt crazy, you know. It's just to show you that the devil is up at this time. The phone went dark, and this is pretty much, I'd have to join this video in post production, right? So yeah, it's a very dangerous thing. Sorry for being a bit long winded, but I just want to say to brothers, be careful of that spirit. It really felt scary. It felt, I'll even say, sinister and evil at heart. There was just something that, it was just that voice, or that thought that said, this is a very dangerous thing. It was so scary. It's as if, a spirit said something to me, and I felt it. And now here I am. Hopefully this is edifying. So let me just get into scriptures. This is Proverbs 24, and I'll start at verse 30. It says, I went by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. And lo, it was overgrown, it was all grown over with thorns and thistles, and had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I saw and considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. And that is true. You know, it's true. It's true in the sense of, most people, even in the world, and sometimes we in this truth, we do it as well, where we know that we have things to do concerning the ministry, or we have a particular goal. If I'm speaking from the standpoint of, having things to do in the world, or things in, whether it's, getting your house in order, whether it's going to work or getting certain things done to ensure that, everything is how it should be. There are times when we get, that slothful feeling, or we find an excuse that, look, we're tired, right? And yes, we may be indeed tired, but just think about it. I'm sure we can all relate to a time where, if we had just ignored that moment of being tired, you know ignoring that mood, that feeling of feeling tired, that it it could have been better. It could have worked out, or that would have worked out, or I would be, if I just given up that little sleep, or that little moment of relaxation, you know and did what needed to be done, then things would have been, a lot better. And really, not to speak of, having growth or want within the society, but that's a way where a lot of people, and even me myself, have lost, a lot of opportunities by, just saying, look, I'm relaxing at this time, I'll get it later, or I'll do this later, or I'll do that later, or you know I have time, or I'm tired, I have to rest. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you should try to work yourself to a pulp, but at the same time, just think about it, in regards to just pushing a little harder. And as spiritual men, the one opportunity that we don't want to miss is the opportunity of entering the kingdom of heaven. you know that mindset towards the ministry, whatever it takes. you know we have, and building habits. That's the next thing. Tending to a vineyard, it's a daily thing. So therefore, you should be, tending to your life daily. You should be tending towards this ministry daily, aiming to do a edifying video a day, you know that builds you spiritually, and also, it builds you in other in other areas as well, right? Because it's one truth. It's not like you have a life outside of this truth. It's spiritual. It's spiritual all day, every day. But at the same time, the things that we learn, we have more knowledge to apply in our daily walk, whether it's among the unbelievers or among the brotherhood, right? And teaching and understanding these scriptures day by day and applying them as best as we can day by day will actually help to build us, right? It helps us to stay in the spirit. It helps us to keep connected instead of just saying that, look, I'm tired. You know, it's a very dangerous thing, because then again, you keep building that habit of always say I'm tired, and the slightest feeling or inkling of sleep, you just want to be like, yeah, from your feet, I feel like, yeah, I'm tired, need to rest. You realize that, hey, really, it's a demon. It's a serious demon. And we need to pray more, we need to fast more, because as the days approaching, these little sinister and subtle things, you know boy, there's gonna be a price to pay for them. So I'd ask Akim, to pray for discernment, pray for advice, pray for strength, pray to identify, these demons and these spirits when they come around, and rebuke them through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. you know because at the end of the day, we need, as men, we should be productive as men of the Lord. We should be productive in the ministry, and as men on a whole, we should be productive. All right. So, hope this was edifying. Once more, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakah Kodash. The honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hopeful elect. Shalom.